Stadium in Baltimore. Introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Ravens get. This one. He'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mike, let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
High-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means you're off.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Think about some of the memorable performances that Ben Roethlisberger's had over the years, and one of them came against the Ravens. He threw 6 touchdowns back in 2014 and a win against Baltimore. And actually, now that I think about it, that was on the heels of a 6-touchdown performance in a win over Indianapolis the week prior. So October 2014 was kind to Big Ben. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Lindsay. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yeah, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
From the gun on third down, Jackson escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Check 88. 2 times.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That one complete to Bettis. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
230.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the eye.
Roethlisberger will throw. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On second and goal, Roethlisberger.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Push him back.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Pick your game up.
44.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Roethlisberger now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Touch the outlaw.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll pull it down.
He'll take some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flushed out right. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Jackson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Jackson on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Roethlisberger now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
2-18, chop. Help out. 51.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Like 20.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Help out. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
6 guys, check. Check safety.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. And some space here. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. These RPOs are all part of the new Baltimore offensive scheme. They changed coordinators in the offseason, and the thought was to utilize more run-pass options to take advantage of the versatile skill set of Lamar Jackson. Remember, they revamped things last year midseason when Jackson became the starter and then did more of a full overhaul after the coaching change this summer. Jackson will tell you that kept he and his offensive mates busy trying to learn, adjust, and implement. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Jackson now being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Back now in Baltimore. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Black 80.
Coming this way, coming this way.
Monday.
Here we go. Check 99. Check 99.
Black and good.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, something good. And that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check 55, Mike.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Switzer. Now a hit and a loose football. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 28-0. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that takes us from second to third down. Jackson forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant...
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Jackson out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not.
Alert, alert.
shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jude said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Roethlisberger, he's going to go for a big play. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw is Jackson. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marvin Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Ready? 180.
Tighten up.
Easy, easy.
Switch.
Black,
On third down, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again. Third down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Now a desperation throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Pittsburgh, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they drop their 7th game on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt.